the size was something like 160 by 150, that's what they estimate. But the kind of crater it left and the explosion that happened. But they captured one little piece, approximately the size of two footballs kind of thing.
Can't see your shoe adjustments, but you can't see my Navratri saris.
But I'm sure my shoe with the leather patch is looking more beautiful than Navratri saris.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Where are you?
Just outside Albuquerque. We spent almost a day and a half in Sedona. Absolutely fantastic, the terrain and everything. It's probably one of the most aesthetically, one of the most well-created towns. Probably there is some kind of an ordinance that every building merges with the background, red rocks, and it's incredible. Unfortunate that
I remember it being not same, but I remember it being very planned and everything was for the red rock. You shouldn't be able to see it. Nothing should disturb the red rock when you're looking at it.
That's how it is. Every little building is created like that, but being the virus times and this area being a prime area, we did not go into any buildings or, any museums or… There's lots of artwork and metal work and glass work and stuff. We didn't go anywhere because, the virus, we are not going any indoors, only everything outdoors. But in Sedona, I got a gift of a leather hat. How's that?
You remember when we bought
I got two.
A rug in Sedona? Sorry, say that again?
I got two hats as gifts.
You only ever use one hat anyway, so…
At a time.
At a time.
Maybe the other one I'll give it away to somebody who's burned by sun.
You went to the Meteor, that site where it's…
Yes, we went to the Meteor site. That's quite incredible. Just 150-foot… the size was something like 160 by 150, that's what they estimate. But the kind of crater it left, I can imagine the velocity, the momentum and the explosion that happened. But they captured one little piece, approximately the size of two footballs kind of thing. And
the rock is still there?
Yeah, that rock is there. It's largely 93% iron and 7% nickel and a few other items which are not of this planet. We can't recognize them. They're giving some names, but actually we don't know what they are. Plus, today we're going to a very interesting place called Chaco Valley. This is the only built archaeological excavation that is there in United States. It's a little over 1,000 years old, properly built constructions, with very geometric understanding of what it is, in a culture where there was no written language, no mathematics. It's quite incredible. They built geometrically very perfect structures. I don't know, maybe they came from South America and built here, and for some reason they left after a few hundred years, whatever happened to them. Oh, like I changed both the tires. Yesterday I changed the rear tire also.
You told…
Can you believe
Yesterday you changed the rear tire?
Worn out the tires within less than a month, both the tires.
I know, I remember when you told me about the front tire, I didn't realize the rear tire also needed changing.
Front I changed almost 2,500 miles ago. Rear I changed now about 200, 300 miles ago. And even my boots needed some fixing because the pressure was getting on to my foot with the gear changing. So I had to cut somebody's very nice new belt and put it on my shoe.
Really?
Like, do you see? Oh, you're not able to see. I will send
I can't see, yeah.
You can't see. Yeah, I put it on the… cut the belt and put it there, just on the left foot, because the gear pedal is slowly working its way, gear stick is slowly working its way into my shoes, into my foot.
You've met so many of these Native American tribes, like from when you started from Tennessee and going around. Is there a significant difference from tribe to tribe in the way they do things or in the way they approach life?
Whenever I ask that question, they are all vehemently saying very, very different. I've been talking to them, asking them, suppose your neighboring tribe, they speak, will you understand the language? It seems they won't understand. It's that different. It's quite incredible.
Oh.
Though ethnically they all look the same, they're very different in language, culture, their religion, everything. Very, very different. The rituals are very different. Actually, Sitting Bull, who was one of the most known Lakota chief, before the Custer War, the Little Bighorn War happened, he gave 24 flesh offerings from both his arms. And after seeing that, probably his mother, who was a wise woman, said, you should not go to war. You should stay here and take care of the tribe, let the young people go. So the young people went, probably led, not really led, but one important person was Crazy Horse, who won that war. That is one of the big victories in the Native American war history.
Yeah, you mentioned it before.
We went to that place where Custer was killed and that Custer National Park, all that place.
Yeah, I think we spoke when you were there.
In every culture there are painful things in the past, but there are lots of painful things out here. It's just I'm seeing how to inspire them to strategize their future, not by confrontation with the mainstream, but by integrating into the mainstream. They need to build their future, otherwise they will stay this way, invisible. Let's see what we can do. Meeting a lot of people in the next 2 days.
I can't see your shoe adjustments, but you can't see my Navratri saris, so I think it helps. It
how's
works
it
out.
going, Navratri festival?
It's nice, it's been beautiful. It's kind of quiet, it's only ashram people, so it's
But
been
I'm
a little
sure
quiet.
my shoe with the leather patch is looking more beautiful than Navratri saris.
I guess we'll find out when they edit the video. When they put it together, then I'll know.
No, baby, I can't compete with you. What to do? I was born ugly and I stayed ugly.
That's a bit unfair, seeing as those are the genetics that got passed on, but
No,
okay.
I gave the best to you. Kept the worst to myself.
I'm glad my mother was there to contribute.
Of course, she was there. She was beautiful, maybe it's her.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.